Samsung just revived a feature most people had already written off. But instead of restoring it, they rebuilt the entire strategy around it. This isn't a simple comeback. It's a structural shift that quietly changes how foldables are designed, who they're made for, and why Apple suddenly looks late before it even enters the category. For years, Samsung's foldable philosophy chased one goal above all else: thinness. Every generation became slimmer, lighter, and closer to a regular phone. That race delivered impressive engineering, but it also forced a painful compromise. The S Pen didn't survive it. To make the Z Fold 7 its thinnest fold ever, Samsung removed the digitizer completely. Most people assumed that decision would be undone with the Z Fold 8. That assumption no longer holds. Next year won't just be another update cycle. Foldables are entering their first real competitive phase. Apple is preparing its entry, other brands are expanding, and for the first time, Samsung isn't responding with a single fold. They're splitting the lineup. Here's the key change. Recent reports suggest S Pen support is not returning to the standard Z Fold 8 at all. Instead, it's being reserved for a wider model, one designed around productivity rather than extreme portability. Once you view it through that lens, a lot of earlier leaks suddenly make sense. The carbon fiber backplate, the rumored 5,000 mAh battery. Those details always felt excessive for an ultra-thin fold, but for a wider, work-focused device, they're exactly what you'd expect. Bringing back the S Pen means bringing back the digitizer, and that inevitably adds thickness. Rather than forcing that compromise onto the fold they've spent years slimming down, Samsung appears to be making a cleaner decision. The regular Z Fold 8 stays thin, light, and pocket-friendly. The wider fold accepts a bit more thickness in exchange for capability. 2 devices. 2 priorities. No awkward middle ground. Yes, Samsung has experimented with a digitizer, less chip-based stylus system that could eventually bring pen support back to thinner folds. But that technology isn't ready to lead yet. The traditional digitizer solution is far more mature, and all signs point to the wider fold getting it first. This is exactly where the pressure shifts to Apple. Leaks describe the iPhone Fold as wider and more square, close to a 4Z3 format. On paper, the rumored dimensions of Apple's Fold and Samsung's wide fold are remarkably similar, but Apple's device is expected to be thicker and significantly heavier. Even with a digitizer layer added, Samsung's wider fold could still come in thinner, while offering S Pen support Apple has no clear answer for. The gap widens further when cameras enter the conversation. Apple's Fold is expected to stay conservative, possibly skipping a dedicated zoom lens. Samsung isn't taking that approach. Both Z Fold 8 models are rumored to jump to a 50-megapixel ultra-wide camera, a massive leap from the current setup. The standard Z Fold 8 is also expected to upgrade its telephoto sensor, bringing fold photography closer than ever to Samsung's Ultra tier. For the first time, choosing a fold may not mean settling for weaker cameras. Charging finally joins the upgrade list as well. Reports from Korea suggest wireless charging speeds are getting a long, overdue boost, ending years of stagnation in the Fold lineup. With faster charging already rolling out across Samsung's flagships, foldables are no longer being treated as secondary devices. Step back, and the strategy becomes clear. Samsung is doing to foldables what it already mastered with the Galaxy S line. One model optimized for comfort and portability, another built for power users who want more screen, more tools, and fewer compromises. Even the design language reflects this split, with the wider fold keeping a sharper, more box-like look that clearly separates it from Apple's smoother approach. This isn't Samsung reacting. It's Samsung setting the terms before the competition even arrives. So now the question turns to you. Would you rather carry the thinnest fold possible, or a wider one that finally delivers the productivity experience foldables promised from the beginning? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This shift could define the next era of smartphones.